Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a makeup tutorial for my current go-to confidence boosting makeup look. I recently turned 48 years old, and for the most part, I've been loving my 40s. However, since that birthday, whenever I've looked in the mirror, I've started noticing more dramatic changes, not only to my skin, but to my facial features, and it hasn't made me feel that good about myself. Obviously, I'm aware that looks are not everything, but let's be honest, our appearance can have an impact on our day-to-day lives. The confidence that we project to the world is important, and makeup in itself makes me feel more confident, but this particular look is one that when I have it on, I just feel my prettiest. I feel like I'm wearing a look that is me, and it makes me feel good and confident. And for this look, I use some of my go-to ride or die products that I've been using for years. I do have a couple newer products in here, which everything will be listed and linked in the description box. By the way, this video is in partnership with Nordstrom. I love working with Nordstrom for many reasons. One being that I feel like they have the best customer service of any retailer. I always have such a great experience, whether I'm shopping in store or making use of their buy online, pick up in store service, curbside pickup. They have such a wide variety of brands, be it makeup, skincare, hair care, beauty tools. I could go on and on about how much I love shopping with Nordstrom, but I think most of you already know, and I think most of you want me to get to the tutorial, so here we go. I've already applied my Holy Grail Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and while this does contain a built-in primer, I am also going to use this primer from YSL. This is the Touche Éclat Blur Primer. I recently rediscovered this product in my makeup collection, and I don't know, honestly, I don't know why I haven't used it more often, because this does such a beautiful job at blurring my large pores. I'm not sure if it's going to pick up on camera, but this does a better job than so many other blurring primers I have tried in the past, and it just feels so silky on my skin. Next up is a foundation that I have been using off and on for the last 15 years, maybe. This is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I use the shade 5.75. And even though I have oily skin, I still really like this foundation, but it does need a primer on my oily skin. Otherwise it won't last. But if I use a primer and I set it with a powder and I'm not in some very humid climate, or I'm not out running errands in this Las Vegas oh my goodness, it's going to be almost 117 degrees this week. The point is, I would not wear this makeup out during the day. This is going to be more of a evening type of look. So I'm putting a little bit of this foundation on and just watch my skin transform. I love how many shades this foundation comes in now. When I first started wearing it back in, I want to say 2005, 2004, it only came in, well, it came in a decent range of shades, but now they've added these quarter shades like 5.25, 5.75. And just look at the difference on the two sides of my face. And I really wish you could see just how naturally flawless this foundation makes my skin look. My pores are nearly invisible, and if I feel like I want a little bit more coverage in this area, I just pat a little bit more on. And you really can use any type of application method you choose. You can use a sponge, you can use a brush, you can use your fingers. sometimes I do like to blend out my T-zone area with a brush. And for my eyeshadow primer, I'm using the NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow base. Normally I would do this before foundation, I just forgot. And I'm not even really sure if this is a necessary step because I am going to be using a long-wearing cream eyeshadow. But my motto is better safe than sorry, and my eyelids are so oily that I just feel like it can't hurt to add the priming step. And now, remember I said at the very beginning of the video that there was one product that I was going to be using that is pretty new to the market, and this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Color Corrector. I'm going to be using the shade Light, and I'm all about using a corrector. Sometimes I'm lazy and I skip this step, but I notice, especially in photographs, my under eyes always look so much better if I use a color correcting product first. And I really like this sort of odd looking applicator. I've just never seen anything like it. It's very tiny, but I like that it just fits very nicely in the areas that I need correction, which is right here by the side of my nose and then right here in this hollow. I'm not putting it everywhere, just right through here. And then I'm going to blend it out. And on a minimal makeup day, I could get away with just using this corrector and not adding any concealer on top. Can you see the difference? There's all that purple and blue tinge right through here on the eye without the corrector, and then here it is with the corrector. Moving on to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This has been a staple in both my personal makeup collection and when I was a freelance makeup artist, I kept it in my kit as well. It's just one of my favorites. I personally think it works wonderfully on mature skin. It always makes my top 10 best concealers list. And for my fellow over 40 ladies, we definitely want to keep the application light. We don't want to be using just gobs and gobs of any concealer, regardless of how good it is for our skin type, our skin texture. Just keep it minimal. All right, now to set my under eyes, I am taking my go-to Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. I'm using shade 1 to set underneath my eyes. And then I'm taking shade 2 and dusting that just on the rest of my face very lightly. And now to bronze up my face a little, I am using the MAC Give Me Sun Mineralize Skin Finish. This is another oldie but goodie. I really don't hear many people talking about this product much anymore. And I don't get that. I don't understand why, just because influencers aren't using a brand as much anymore, that people label it just over. I mean, MAC will always have just some fantastic products. There's no reason to not use them because they're deemed not cool anymore by the younger folks. And then I'm taking a little bit and running it down the sides of my nose. Now for my brows, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat in Soft Brown. I've been playing around with all of the new Charlotte Tilbury products lately, and I'm really enjoying them all. And then to set the brows and give them more of a fluffy effect, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix. I I just sort of wiggle and brush up. Okay, I think my camera may have gone out of focus when I was applying the brow pencil to this brow because I'm left-handed, so whenever my hand goes in front of the camera, it tends to focus on that. But all I did was just use the angled tip and make little strokes like so, and then sort of keep just filling in those sparse areas. All right, so now that my brows are filled in and fluffed up, we are going to move on to the eyes. And I think you are all going to be pleasantly surprised because this is a very different look than what I normally do as far as the color selection. I tend to go very warm toned with my eye looks. This one is a little bit more cool toned. So for starters, I am using the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in Cobblestone. This is one of the matte cream eyeshadows, and I'm just taking this and sort of just haphazardly putting this all over my lid, and then taking my finger and blending it out. I have only recently begun using these Laura Mercier cream sticks, and I am really mad at myself for not trying them sooner. These are so good. Now, if you don't want to use your finger, you can use a brush. Then I'm also running this stick along the lower lash lines as well. And then I'm going back in with the Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish and a fluffy brush and just buffing out the edges because I want the look to be pretty seamless. And now I'm using this stunning Dior eyeshadow quint in New Look. And I'm taking this shimmering gray color and I am going to pop that over the Cobblestone eyeshadow. Look at how having that cream shadow underneath is really making the powder shadow come to life. And then I'm doing the same thing along the lower lash lines, just setting that powder. And then using a clean finger, I'm going into this shimmering pinky opalescent ivory color and popping that on the center of my mobile eyelid. And then I'm taking the matte black and I'm just putting a little tiny bit on the outer corners of my eyes. Putting it in. Now this next step is optional, but I am really into a winged liner again. I go through phases where I am anti-winged eyeliner And then I'm all about the winged eyeliner. I have been using Stila's liquid eyeliner, their Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner, for years and years and years. And since I'm using so many products in this video that I have loved for a long time, that's what I'm using today. Even though my least favorite thing to do on camera is attempt a winged eyeliner. Not too bad. I've gone ahead and curled my eyelashes, and now I am applying the Lancome Idole mascara. All right, moving on to blush. I am using this whipped blush from Shiseido. I am so mad at myself for not including this product in my recent top cream and liquid blush, highlighter, bronzer video. This is definitely a fantastic product for those of you that like a cream or whipped cream blush. It's so pretty. It's so highly concentrated. A little bit goes a long way. This color, Sonoya, is, wait till you see. It's just so pretty. I'm just tapping my finger in here because I think I already said this, but a little bit goes a long way and I don't want to use too much. So I'm just rubbing that into my upper cheek area. See, if you put too much, it can go very, very wrong, but it blends out so easily. So even if you make a mistake, you just wipe your fingers off on a tissue and then go back in and just continue to blend. And this particular shade has a little bit of a glow to it, so highlighter isn't really necessary unless you want to use it. I am going to use just a little bit of the highlighter in the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. The first thing I'm doing is I'm taking a little bit of it and adding it to my tear ducts. And then I'm taking a little bit more and adding it to the tops of my cheekbones and down my nose. And now for lips. This is my new favorite lip combo. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk Medium Lip Cheat. And then just patting and blending it onto the rest of my lips. And then I'm taking the Pillow Talk Diamonds Lip Topper and applying that right on top of the liner. And to completely finish off this look, I'm using some MAC lashes that I have cut in half and applying them to the ends of my lashes. So this is it. This is the makeup look that I feel the most confident in. I feel like it emphasizes my features. It's, you know, a little dramatic for some, but I've always been a little bit more of a glam girl. So yeah, this is what makes me feel my best. And if wearing this much makeup does not make you feel your best, then by all means, check out some of my other videos that I have on my channel that are more minimalist. I feel like I have videos on my channel that range from just 5-minute everyday out the door makeup to full glam. So what I always say is don't let anyone else dictate what you should wear when it comes to makeup or clothing. If something makes you feel good, if you put on that red lipstick every single day and you look in the mirror and you just feel very empowered, like you can just take on anything that comes your way, then by all means, wear that red lipstick. Or if just wearing tinted moisturizer, a little mascara, and a little lip gloss makes you feel your best, then rock that look. The bottom line is, regardless of what whoever society is that claims that women over 40 shouldn't wear certain things, they shouldn't wear their hair a certain way, they shouldn't wear certain articles of clothing, or they shouldn't wear a certain style of makeup, I say we tune all of that out and we do what we like. And with that said, I really hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I do try to upload new videos at least 2 to 3 times per week. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.